welcome back to my channel. So really quickly, I actually got the chance to sit around and play with my Mario and Kim collaboration palette. And I have to say, I love it. I am so excited about it. I only purchased one and I think it's gorgeous. I'm using it. I am like totally going to town with it. And I think that's one thing about me is that if I bought it, I'm not going to just like hold on to it and let it sit on the shelf. Like, no, I paid money for this. It's makeup at the end of the day and I can't take it with me when I die. So I am just going to use it up. So it is actually a hot mess and I keep showing it and it's kind of embarrassing, but at the same time I'm using it, so whatever. I try to clean it, but this material does not clean very well. It's like, I don't know, it's really, really pretty, but it just does not clean. So that's the number one thing, because, you know, obviously the Morphe palettes are like hard plastic, and so it's easy. I just take a brush, a clean makeup brush, powder brush, and I just like dust over it and it totally takes off everything. But with this one, the fallout gets captured onto the palette, which is no big deal, but it just makes for terrible, you know, product shots when I show you and it's like everywhere looking disgusting. So yeah, but basically that's it. This is the palette. Like I said, I love it. I am obsessed with it and it's really a staple. I mean, obviously the blue is just such a powerful, strong color, but every other color in the palette is so wearable and so pretty and definitely worth the money because, you know, I was the type of person that was like, whoa, hold up. Like, I just paid $60 for this palette. But yeah, I love it. I'm going to put this down now because I'm like, meh. But yes, I love the palette and it's so pretty. Definitely worth the money, I think. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. And if you guys want to see how I get this boxy cut crease, then keep on watching. So I'm going to take Miami and I'm going to start with that in my crease. So I'm really going to drag this on that inner and then kind of high up to the brow bone. And I'm going to take it out as well. So next I'm going to take, and I usually use a base, but I'm not going to use a base today for anything really. So I'm just going to take this is a B Bella brush and it just came in one of those little sets, but it's just basically like an angled brush. And I'm going to kind of like tilt my head back and go kind of low to see where that crease is. And I'm just going to basically follow my crease. Right here on the tail, I'm going to dip and follow my natural curve and then bring it out like that. Now that I've mapped it out, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to pick up more and I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush. And I'm going to go over it one more time. You see how much more intense it is after I sprayed it? So on this side, it's going to be a little bit easier because I'm going to go ahead and smoke it out now. So I'm going to pick up those two shades, smoke out this crease here, and then go in and cut it after the work's done. That, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit of Libra, spray it, So I'm going to pick up Glam first and see what that does. I'm going to pick it up with a flat brush. Yes, so I think this is the shade that I was looking for. So basically, I'm just going to cover up that who's sad? And I think, yeah, I'm going to go old school and I'm going to paint it on. So I'm just going to I haven't painted it onto my face in so long. I can't even remember the last time that I had time to mix foundation and paint it onto my face. Like, it's been way too long. Then to blend it in, I'm going to use a damp sponge. I already had wet it in the sink, but it's dried out a little bit, so I just applied a little bit of cucumber water to it. Brush was the Morphe M334. But it's definitely one of my favorites to paint on foundation. And right now I'm just using it to apply my concealer since I'm using the sponge to blend it out. So just like that. And then I'm going to use the sponge, like I said, to just, I don't know what's wrong with this eye, but it's starting to swell. And, I don't know if you can tell, actually. That's actually why I decided to sit down and film, because I was kind of getting, like, stressed out, and I just wanted to relax and breathe, and makeup always does that for me. It always helps me relax, so, but anyways, my eye started getting swollen on this side, and it's happened to me before on this side, where it gets swollen, and that actually happened to me 3 weeks ago now. This eye got swollen, and then it got like, so when I went to the doctor, that he said that basically I cut my eye and then it got infected, so that's why it got swollen. But it started off like really small, like it was just kind of hurting, and then it was like a little bit swollen, and then it turned into something really crazy bad. I had needed medication to take care of it, and I had to go a whole week without wearing any makeup, and I had like literally my eye was closed shut. It was swollen shut, and it was very painful, and I couldn't do anything. And like I said, I had to take medication, so now I'm like great. I already know I'm gonna have to go back to the doctor and get more medication, and I don't know what it's from. If it's happening on this, like how, I'm extra cautious now, like extra cautious with my eye. I don't even touch my eyes now. So I'm like, with this side, how did it get scratched? If that's the case, how did this eye get scratched now? So I told Julius, I don't know, but I know that I need to go get like some blood work done, and I need to go just get like a regular checkup, because I haven't had one in so long, and I don't know. Obviously, I just need to go get it taken care of and looked at and just see what's going on. I'm just adding a little bit of, yeah, it just keeps getting better and better. So I'm definitely liking the ad. And I kind of like that I stopped halfway. So I'm going to pick up a little bit more of Glam. And I really, really like the way that that looks. Just to get a little bit, it just gives it like a little bit more depth on the outer. Oh my gosh, bronzy is seriously so pretty. I don't know how many times I used that on my clients this weekend, and it's just so pretty. Okay, so now I mix a little bit of Glam and a little bit of the other gold shimmery color. I'm sorry, I guess I gotta get more familiar with these names. But I just added those two to like the inner corner. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just add in Libra on the outer corner to make it really boxed in. So I just picked it up and I sprayed it, and then I'm gonna add it right here. I'm gonna tap it off a little bit. Just like that. Okay, so now I can finally dust away my Bake and Tantalizer Highlight and Matte Bronzer Duo. So I don't know if this is like, if they have like special shades, or this is the shade Tantalizer, I don't know, but that's what I'm using. So it looks like this. It's a bronzer and a highlighter, but I'm just gonna take it with a stippling brush, and I'm gonna focus this on the back parts of my cheeks. Let me zoom out a little bit. And now I'm going to pick up more of that Tantalizer, and I'm going to go ahead and just add that at the top of my ear towards my mouth, stopping at the corner of my eye. And then lastly, I'm going to add some blush. I really have been feeling pinky blush lately. I don't know why, but I've just been obsessed with it. I've been loving it. So this Morphe palette has been my best friend. It's the Morphe 9B palette, and it looks like this. It's really dirty. This one is a hot mess, and I dropped it and this one broke. But I've been obsessed with this palette, and I've pretty much been using every shade minus this like hot pink, but it's so, so pretty. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M435. And I'm just going to pick up like this. I'm just going to kind of mix. So I'm going to kind of do this one and a little bit of this with this and this. And it's very, very, very pigmented. So you want to make sure you get off as much as you can. Maybe like run it on your hand first. So I need a mirror. Oh yeah. So just right on the apples is where I'm going to put this. I'm going to use this Hello Halo in the shade Halo Goodbye. And I also have the shade Goddess Glow. So I have these two shades. One is pinky, one is golden. And I think I'm going to mix them and apply them both onto my cheeks. So what I'm going to do, because my skin is so dry right now, I don't want to put them right onto my skin because it's going to become patchy. So what I'm going to do is just kind of like glob it onto the back of my hands. And I'm going to pick it up with a brush. So I just did like 2 globs. Glob is an ugly word. Glob. Did a glob. And I'm going to wet the brush first, and I never do that first, but because this is already liquid, that's okay. And I'm going to kind of mix them together, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply that as my highlight. So just everywhere that I would highlight, that's where I'm applying this. and Wild highlighter. This is the Mega Glow Illuminating Powder in Golden Flower Crown. And I'm going to use this brush to apply that. So I'm just going to pick it up. Just going to kind of go over everything, and it's just going to really help it blend out. (2008) with my finger, and I'm just going to tap it right on the high point for just that extra like glow. Again, blush brush. I'm going to line my lips. I ended up filling them in with that, and then I'm going to take a little bit of liquid lip in the shade Luxury. This is like an all-time fave. I cannot get enough of it. Picking it up. Oh, totally fill in this lip color. And that's really, really pretty. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe if you're not already. Give this video a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching.